Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to me right now. Welcome to this Facebook Live session, which is half of the year review slash scorecard, where I want to share my 2019 goals with you and also share the actions that I have taken on each of those goals and also share my lessons with you so that you can learn something from it. Yeah, please, if you are live and you can hear me, please let me know so that I will know if you can hear me. Shakirat Oluokun is watching. Adigun Rejoice Abiodun is watching. Please let me know if you can hear me so that I will be very sure of what I am doing. So the all essence is to share my 2019 goals with you and also share with you the behind the scenes of those goals. There are some things that I do that you people do not know. There are some things that I do that I don't share with anybody. So you wonder that how is this man? Okay, thank you very much, Adigun Rejoice. She said she can hear me very well. So you wonder that how is it possible for this man to do a lot of things and achieve a lot of things uh, within a short period of time. So I'm going to share with you the behind the scenes of my goals and the action that I take on each of my goals. I'm also going to share some lessons with you so that you can do exactly what I did in the first 6 months of the year so that you too can get the same results. So that is just the whole essence of this Facebook Live, and it's not going to be a very long one, it's going to be a very short one, highest 30 to 35 minutes, so that we can go back and do whatever we are doing. So again, it is half of the year review and scorecard. um, that is what we are doing. So let me begin by telling us the importance of reviewing our goal and the danger of not reviewing them. One thing is to have goal, another thing is to review it. If you have a goal and you don't periodically review it, you don't know where you are lagging behind, and you don't even know if you have achieved any of your goals, and you don't know the one that you are not yet achieved. Shakira Tolokun, thank you. I'm also glad to be here and I'm also delighted to share this with you. So, it is very important to review your goals so that you know where you are lagging behind and what you have achieved. Because I always say that an unaudited life is a carefree life. If you don't audit your life, you don't review your goal per time, you will not know where you are lagging behind. And I tell people that um, if you review your goal and you see that you have not achieved anything, because that is the main reason why people don't review their goal. People are always afraid to review their goal because they know that they have not achieved anything serious. So, but I tell people that reviewing your goal and seeing that you have not achieved anything is better than not reviewing it at all. I'm going to repeat that. Reviewing your goal and seeing that you have not achieved anything is better than not reviewing at all. At least if you review it and see that you have not achieved anything, you want to work more. You want to buckle up. But if you don't have review it at all, you don't know where you are in the scheme of things. So that is why it is always important to review your goal per time at every interval. So let me now share my goals with you, my 2019 goals with you. Actually, I have just 5 goals for 2019, just 5 goals. And I told myself that if I can achieve these 5 goals, uh, I'm okay, that I'm fine, that I'm satisfied as far as 2019 is concerned. And what are those 5 goals? The very first one is that I said that I want to have the print copy of my book. I said I want to have the print copy of my book, and that is the book that I did in February, The Power of Attitude in Teaching. Then I said that I want to make my first 1 million naira in business. That I want to make my first million naira in business. In business, emphasis is on business so that you don't mix it up with salary. I said I want to make my first 1 million naira in business. Then I said I want to help 5 people to publish their books. That is the third goal I have in 2019. And the fourth one was that I want to speak in 12 different places. I said I want to speak in 12 different places physically. That is the fourth goal. And the last goal is that I want to finish my project. There's a project that I'm currently doing, and I said that it is my goal to finish that project in 2019. So those are my 5 goals. So where am I on each of these goals? Let me share it with you. Last week Sunday I was with a friend, a very good friend, and I talked about these goals, and I told him that I want him to do an honest examination of each of those goals. I told him those goals like I did now, and told him where I am on each of them. So for the very first one, printing the hard copies of my book, The Power of Attitude in Teaching, that one is done. That one is done, and that is the book that everybody is talking about. And this is the book. This is the book. So that one is done. I have done the hard copy of that one, meaning that I have achieved that 100%. I have pass mark on that. Then the second one, I said I want to make my first 1 million naira in business. That is the business of writing, the business of coaching, the business of training people. That I want to make my first 1 million naira. And I told that my friend that so far I have not made 1 million naira, but I have made up to 200,000 naira in business, and that is between January and June. So that is where I am on that. Then judging that, examining that now, I do not have pass mark in that. In fact, I have below pass mark because 200,000 naira is less than 1/4 of 1 million naira. So I do not do well in that. Then my third goal, I said I want to help 5 people to publish their books. Yeah, so I told that my friend that I have helped 3 people to finish writing their book, and in fact one of them has even published it, and the 2 others are about to publish them. I've successfully helped 3 people to finish writing their books, and there's one person that is writing her book now, and she'll be done in, let's say, a month or thereabout. So meaning that I have helped 3 out of 5 people to finish writing their book. So that's one I have pass mark because I have helped 3 out of 5. So I have pass mark in that. Then speaking in 12 different places, I have always spoken in 2 different places this year, and that is far below what I ought to have, because by June I was supposed to have spoken in at least 6 places. You get that now. Then the 5th goal, which is finishing my project. There's a project that I am currently doing. Project, just take it like that as a project. So that project now is like 50% completed. I've done that project 50%, and that is between January and June. So meaning that I have pass mark in that too, because it is 50% done, and we are still in June. So if we now put all of this together, so that my friend now put everything together. The very first one, which is printing of my book, I've done that successfully. The one I've also done is helping 3 out of 5 people, and I've also done my project by 50%. So meaning that between January and June, I have succeeded in doing 3 things out of the 5 goals that I have. Don't forget that I have 5 goals for 2019. So out of these 5 goals, 3 of them has been done above 50%. So that is like having 3/5 in all. So that is 3/5 in all. So 3/5 is like 60% of the 60%. So if you have 60% over 100, you have done well for yourself. So that is where I am in my goals. So that is a very good scorecard. So where do you now come in out of all of this? How did I achieve all of this? What are the things that I do to achieve 60% of all of my goals? That is what I want to share with you. Those are the behind the scenes that no one has ever heard of it from me. No one I have shared with, so that you too can do the same thing and then you can get the same result that I got. So I have about 6 things here that I did behind the scene that you people do not see. I just saying it's the result that you people see. Yeah. So I want to share with you those 6 behind the scenes so that you two can do the same thing and get the same result. The very first one is that I started early. I started very, very early. And by that, what do I mean? What I mean is that when by the time we started 2019 January, when everybody were setting their goals, I was already implementing my goals. I had set my goals November, December 2018. Before 2018 ended, I have set my goals. So by January of 2019, I was just implementing, taking action on each of them. So when people are saying Happy New Year and just planning and writing their goals, I was one step ahead of them. So meaning that you too, you should always start early. When people are not even thinking ahead, when they are not thinking of future, you are already making plan for it. So by the time they are making plan, you are already in the implementation stage. So you are one step ahead of them. So when people are saying in the joy and euphoria of New Year, I was implementing. So that was one of the things that really, really helped me. Then the second thing that helped me is that I got myself a coach. Yes, I got myself a coach. There are some of the things that I want to achieve. Some of my goals, there are some of them that I have not done before. So what do I need to do? I need to get somebody who has successfully achieved those things so that I can do exactly what the person did, so that I can get the result the person got, just like what I'm doing now. Yes, Shakira to look, I'm starting ahead. So just like what I'm doing, I'm sharing my behind the scene. Most people don't do this. Most people don't do that, and I do not blame them. So what another thing that I did was that I got myself a coach. And you know what? I even pay my coach. I didn't say pay though. I didn't use past tense. I said I pay my coach, meaning that I still pay my coach till I speak. I pay my coach every month. And I'm getting results. In fact, that is one singular thing that really, really, really helped me. I tell you, without that, my coach, well, I'm not saying I can even say it categorically that without that, my coach, I don't think I will be where I am as far as my 2019 goals is concerned today. I'm not sure. So I got myself a coach. So you too, you should get yourself a coach. And if it requires you to pay your coach, please do. Please do. The reason is this. I tell people that you must invest in yourself to a level where you cannot afford not to reap the benefit of that your investment. I'm going to repeat that you must invest in yourself to a level where you cannot afford not to reap the benefit of that investment. If what you are doing is just little things, or you are not even making any investment, I tell you, you not have anything to lose, and because of that, you not take your life serious. But when you know that the investment you are making is so huge, you cannot even afford not to do what you're supposed to do. So please get yourself a coach and then pay your coach if it requires that. Yes, Shakira said that get a coach directly if you have money to do so. Yes, correct. Then the third thing that really helped me to achieve what I've achieved in 2019 so far is that I have a vision board. This is one thing that I love talking about. I have a vision board. When we started 2019, one of the things that my coach told me to do was to have a vision board, and I have it. And in fact, I'm going to show you. This is my vision board for 2019. So you see that it is behind the scene. Or who among you has seen my vision board before? So I'm showing you what you have not seen before. So this is my vision board. You can see it. This is my 2019 vision board. So what do I have in that vision board is all of the things that I have in my goals, those 5 goals that I have stated earlier, each of them I have them in my vision board. This is the project that I'm talking about. This is also the project. I said I want to have the print copy of my book. This is just a picture of them. I represent each of those goals with a picture, and if you look below it, you also see the check of 1 million naira that I have not made. And then I say I want to help 5 people to publish a book. This is a picture of 5 people, 1 people actually, but it represented the 5 people. And I said I want to speak in 12 different places. So this is a picture of myself speaking in 12 different places. So what I'm saying in essence is that I have a vision board. And you know what, that vision board, I did not just have it and keep it somewhere. I pasted it on the wall. It's because I want to show people that I brought it down. I pasted it in my sitting room where I will always see it. So the fact that I'm seeing it every time really helped me to achieve those goals. I mean, Shakira said that must you use picture. Yes, you must use picture, because that is what the vision board, that's what they call a vision board. That a board that shows a pictorial representation of your goals. Yeah, that is it. Pictorial representation of your goals is a vision board. So you must put picture. Whatever you want to achieve, look for. You can Google it. I use Google for all of this. You can Google it. Google the picture of that thing, then put it on a cardboard and then paste it on your wall. So that was another thing that really helped. I can see that the singular fact that I have a vision board really helped me, because each time I see it, I know that, oh, I have to do what? Achieve this. I have to achieve this. I have to achieve it. And then they say that whatever you see every time will become part of you. There is something that says that where energy flows, there is something around it like that. Yes, seeing the vision board is a reminder. Yes, it's a reminder. You have to Shakiras, you have to get a picture of them. You just have to get a picture of them and paste it. So it's a good reminder. I tell people that there are some things that you want to achieve in your life, that God has given you the resources to achieve them. But the reason you didn't achieve them is because you didn't have a constant reminder. Yes, you see, if I had not have this vision board, I beg you, I'm not sure I will have achieved this thing, because there are some things that ordinarily that I do have them before, but because I do not have a constant reminder, I just do those resources anyhow. Do you get it now? And you know what? Even the screensaver of my phone, I snap this vision board and use it as a screensaver of my phone. That's the screensaver of my phone. If you look at even my laptop, the screensaver of my laptop, if I open my laptop now, that's the thing that you will see there. So anywhere I look at like this, I'm always seeing my vision board. So vision board is another thing that really helped me. Said Opayemi Oladele, thank you for joining us as well. Then the fourth thing that really helped me is that I have people in my goal. When I was writing my goal, I did not consider only myself. I didn't say only I want to do this, I want to achieve this, I want to be here, I have people in that my goal. You can see that there is a place where I said that I want to help 5 people to publish my goal. To publish their book. So I consider people as well. I consider helping people. In fact, even the one that I said that I want to print the hard copies of my book, the hard copy, am I the only one that will read everything? I'm not. After all, I'm the one that wrote the book. So printing it even help more people. You get it now? So you too, you should ensure that when you are setting your goal, you have people at the center of your goal, so that even if you don't want to do it for yourself, when you remember that you are doing it because of some people, you want to do what you need to do. And I have realized that the more you are helping people, the more you will be getting better. That is why I tell people, whenever I'm training people or I'm coaching people, I tell them that, you see, this thing that I'm training you on, you must also have it at the back of your mind that you will train some people. So because that is the way you will learn better, and that is what will help you. So I have people at the center of my goal. I didn't consider. I'm not only thinking of myself. I know. I thought of others as well. And I want to help 5 people to publish their book. I want to do this. I want to do that. When I print the copies of my book, this is what I want to do. That is another thing that really helped me. So you too should have people at the center of your goal. Now the fifth thing that really helped me is that I have timeline for each of my goal. I have timeline for each of my goal. For each of my goal, I have timeline for it. And what does that mean? I have when I want to achieve them. Everything, each of my goal, I have when I want to achieve them. I'm going to share with you here now. For instance, when I said that that I want to have the hard copies, I want to have the hard copies of my book. This is where I wrote my goal. This is my diary before I put it on the vision board. So if you look at this number 2, for instance, I said have the hard copies of my book, The Power of Attitude in Teaching. When? February 28th. There is a timeline. There is a timeline. Even though I didn't achieve that goal February 28th, but I later achieved it in February. And if you set a goal for February and you achieve it in April, I do not think it's bad. It's not bad. So that is another thing that helped me, that worked for me. So you too, you should put, and I did not do it only for my book, I did it for each of those goals. The 1 million naira I was saying I want to make, I have timeline for it. That if I want to make 1 million naira in 2019, it means that by March I must have made 1/4 of it. By June I must have made half of it. By September I must have made 750,000, and by December I must have made 1 million naira. Even though I am unable to do that, but you must have timeline for each of your goals. I said I want to help 5 people to publish their books. I said it in my listing that I want to do that by July. I said by July I want to do that, and I will show you. So that is another thing that worked for me. So you must also put timeline in each of your goals, so that here is it. I said I help 5 people to publish their books in the month of July. So for each of your goals, you must have timeline with it. Let me share you one thing. Let me share a secret with you. You see, this is our mind. I still told one person this afternoon. You see, this is our mind. The way it works with time. If you do not time your mind, it will just be thinking in vague. It will not think. It will just be thinking in vague, and that is not good. I know somebody who has been embarking on something for like 2 years that I have known him now, and he has not finished doing it. Why? Because he never set a timeline for himself. Yes, Shakira Tolokun, have people at the center of your goal is the 4th point. Yes, and the 5th point is that you should have a timeline, a deadline. Yes, for each of your goal. So because of that, I'm always working towards achieving it, because I've set timeline. That is why you always see me that I'm always up to something. The moment I finish one thing, I'm already doing another thing. The moment I finish that one, I'm already doing another, because I have timeline that I'm working with. I can't afford not to do what I'm supposed to do, so that I can do that thing, I can achieve that thing on time. Even though I do not achieve some of those things at the time I set for them, it doesn't take long before I achieve them. For instance, I said I want to have the hard copies of this book in February, but I couldn't do that in February, but I did it in April. I did it in April, so it's not bad. So you should also create timeline for each of your goals. Then this 6th one, which is the last thing that helped me to achieve what I have done so far this year, is the fact that I listed actions for each of my goals. I listed action for each of my goals. For each goal that I have mentioned here, each of those 5 goals, I have at least 4 actions that I needed to do to achieve them. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm always looking at them that, oh, this is what I need to do to achieve this. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. For instance, for my book that I said I want to have the hard copy, I listed 4 things that, for me to have the hard copy, firstly, I must write a book. then I must launch the book, then I must get a printer, then I must pay the printer. Shikina. And I did that in that order. I said I want to help 5 people to publish their book, meaning that I must firstly get 5 people, I must train them, then I must ensure that they write their book, I must ensure that they finish it, and they too launch. Those are the actions that I need to take. I need to take for that. I said, oh, I have a project that I want to finish by December. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. So those are the actions that help me to achieve those things. So you too now, you need to now list at least 4 actions for each of your goals. You say you want to do this thing, this is what you want to have. What are those things that you now need to do to achieve them? You now list them and now start doing them one by one. Because that thing as a whole, you not achieve it as a whole like this. You have to be doing it bit by bit. Yeah, Mrs. Odewini Akinsola, timeline is the checks and balances for set goals to be achieved. Yes. So you need to what? List actions for each of your goals. So these are the things that help me to achieve my goals for 2019. I've not achieved all of them, but the level I am now, I've achieved more than 50% of 3 of the 5 goals. So that is a good result. So what you now need to do is to review your goals as well. Look at where you are, look at what you have done, if you have taken any action, and then now do what I did. Get a coach, get a vision board, put people at the center of your goal, set timeline for each of them, and then list actions for each of those goals. Yes, Shakira Toluokun, list actions that need to be done to achieve each goal. Exactly. So that is what you need to do. But you know what? I know that there are some of you that even if you have a vision board, even if you have people at the center of your goal, even if you have timeline for your goals, even if you list the actions that you need to take for each of your goals, I know that some of you will still not do what you're supposed to do. I know. But here is it. Here's the deal. I'm offering you accountability partner program. Where you will be accountable to me. I'm not accountable to you. You'll be the one that will be accountable to me. I'll be your accountability partner in achieving your goals. And this is what I'll help you to do. I'll not personally do it, but I will help you on how to do a vision board. I will also help you to set timeline for each of your goals, and I will also help you with the list of actions that you need to take for each of your goals. Not only that, I will now be asking you, you'll be accountable to me. I'll be asking you what you are doing per week and per month for each of that goals, meaning that you'll be reporting to me. So that is what the accountability partner program is all about. You will be accountable to me. I'll be asking you per time, per week, per day, per month, what you are doing in each of your goals. Each of those actions that you have listed for your goal, what are you doing for each of them for the next 6 months between July and December? This is what worked for me, and I know that it will work for you, because human being, when you do not see somebody that you are accountable to, you not do anything. That is human being for you. It's not everybody that can do something by themselves on their own. Do you get it now? So that accountability partner program is what I'm offering you people. But you know what? You are going to do a little investment. Just like I said earlier, that a life without an investment is a life that is not really knowing what it is doing. Because when you don't invest in yourself, in what you are doing, you don't say cost. You must bear a cost. You don't bear. You see, the reason why I do some of the things is because I can't. How can I be investing so much in myself and not see results? I can't. So the little investment you are going to make is that you pay 1,000 naira per month. 1,000 naira per month, and I do not think that is too much an investment for your goals to be achieved, and you do that for the next 6 months. And I'm even doing something special. If you are paying for the 6 months, which is 6,000 naira, but if you are paying the money once, you are paying it at once, you pay only 5,000 naira instead of 6,000 naira. So I'm doing a 1,000 naira discount if you are paying at once. So meaning you are paying 5,000 naira instead of 6,000 naira. And I do not think an investment of 5,000 naira is too much an investment for your goal to be achieved, for you to achieve your goal and see the results you want to get. So that is what I have for you. Again, the accountability partner program is 6 months and 1,000 naira per month, and if you are paying once, it is 5,000 naira. I'm going to make a post after this Facebook live and then share the account details you are going to pay to. So I hope you learned something in this Facebook live session. I said that I'm not going to stay long and I'm going off now. So I hope you have learned something, and I hope that you are going to apply one or two things in what you learn. If you have any question, you can do what? Post it in the comment section, and if you are not watching it live, you can also ask your question when you watch it. So thank you very much, and thank you for joining me in this Facebook live session. I end here.